Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are doing my palette ranking for the month of March 2025. I'm going to be ranking all of the palettes that I used. I used one palette, a different palette every day in the month of March. I have 31 palettes to go through because I'm doing my project palette, 365. So I just finished month 9, so I have 3 more months to go, April, May, June, before I'm finished with my project palette 365. I am pretty darn proud of myself. So barring any medical things that might come up, I think I might just actually finish this thing. So we're going to go through all the 31 palettes. I'm going to rank them from least favorite to favorite, and I'll tell you what I thought of these palettes. So if you want to see what I used and see what I thought of them, then hang tight because we're getting right into it. So some of these palettes are new, some of them are older, some of them are very old, some of them I might be decluttering. I don't know. We will see as we go along. So let's go ahead and start with, I don't have my page here to say what was low, what was considered low, high, very highest. But I know that we started with this, which is the REM, one of their Midnight Shadows. This is in the colorway Groovy Baby. I usually really like this one. I think when I used this one this time, I didn't use eye primer because I usually really like this palette. I am still going to be keeping it. I usually base these off of how they've done it in the past, and also how it worked out for me this last time I used it. And the look was just very muddy looking, and I really think it was because I forgot to use my eye primer that day. But otherwise, these little REM little pocket palettes are really nice, and I really like them. So but it just didn't work out for me this month. And the next palette I have is my Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. I think I've only used this like once before. This color story is just all over the place. I just used this on the weekend to make like an Instagram look. It was really nice. I like this little duochrome shade here, which he doesn't usually do that many duochrome shades. I'm really going to try not to swatch anything today so we can make this under 30 minutes. But I don't know, I'm just not really into the color story of this one. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. The formula was good and all that. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling that one. The next one was from BH Cosmetics. It's my Blueberry Muffin palette. I still don't know if I'm gonna keep this one or not. I don't usually do a lot of blue looks. That was the thing. I think I did a get ready with me for work with this one, where I used mostly the neutral shades, and then I did a little bit of pop of blue in it, and I think it turned out nice. But it was just okay. This palette's just okay. There's been so many nicer formulas that have come out since this palette came out. This used to be a really nice palette, but there's just so many more innovations that have come out so far. And same with this one. This is the Nabla Read My Mind palette. It's just an okay palette. Nothing great about it. These are just okay palettes that I'm showing you right now. Nothing great. Nothing stands out about them. The formula's fine. The formula's just fine. There's nothing great about them. Same with the Mirage, the Alter Ego Mirage. I think this is a dupe for one of the Huda Beauty palettes, isn't it? I think it's just okay. I like these shades mixed with these shades. I like the color story on this one a lot, and it does have a cream color in it. I used to love gold shimmers. I'm just really not into gold shimmers much anymore. Again, this one is just okay. It's just okay. Nothing great about it. Nothing stunning. I think I'll probably be getting rid of most all of these palettes. Same goes for the Revolution Pink Prosecco palette. It was just an okay palette. It just made a good everyday look. Nothing special about it. I kind of need these palettes for everyday work looks, but I have like all my ColourPop palettes that kind of fit. Like I have my Smoke and Roses palette for this. I have my Smoking Hot palette. I have like my Stone Cold Fox palette. All these palettes that kind of fit what these other palettes can replace all these other palettes for that. So I think I'm probably going to be getting rid of most all of these palettes. One that I think I'll keep, but I'm just not as impressed as I feel like I should be, is this Amunet palette, Amunet Light by Adept Cosmetics. It's okay. It's okay. I will be keeping this palette though because it's just a really nice palette, and it has some good shift. It has some good shifty colors in here. So we're getting into more of palettes that I really like, probably in the high category, I would say, instead of in the mid category. So I like this one because a lot of Adept palettes don't have a lot of mattes in it, and this one actually has a lot of mattes in it. So I like this palette for that reason. So I'll be keeping that one. This one, I think Saints, Angels, Sinners released this one as another palette. I forget what it's called, but I got this palette when it was the Gourmand Girls and the Saints, Angels, Sinners palette, and it was called the Together palette. And this makes a really cute springy look. It's just not an everyday kind of look. I did this again for like an Instagram Saturday kind of look when I wasn't going to work kind of look. I think I used the purples. Maybe might have even used this color here. But I'll probably keep this one because I just really like the shades in this one. And then I have one that has kind of fallen down. This one is my Natasha Denona Retro palette. Mainly because I took out a lot of shades in it to make my perfect Natasha Denona palette. So I was left with kind of the leftover shades in it. That's why it ended up being so low. Although it did make a pretty look. I did like it, but it didn't have my favorite shades in it. So that's why it kind of fell down. But I still will be keeping this palette. So let me get some more palette. Okay, here's what I'm talking about with the ColourPop palettes. I've got this Gone Matte palette. See, this is what I would be using for everyday work looks. Although these are all matte shades, although I do have a lot of single shades. Like this here, the Urban Decay Space Cowboy that can go with this one. Just make a matte look. I know if Shelly is watching this right now, she's probably grinding her teeth looking at this palette right now. But this is a very useful palette for me. And then we have the Rock Candy Mega Palette, which, you know, has a lot of those shades from some of those other palettes. This does have some glitters in it, but this palette is very useful for me, like for work and stuff. Nothing spectacular out there to make it be like a number one or anything, but nice middle of the pack kind of palette. And then another palette, I think I used this one on a Saturday. No, I use this in the middle of the week. I was able to make a nice work appropriate look with this one, using like these shadows up here. I think I pulled in my Natasha Denona Mini Sculpt palette to darken up the outer edges a little bit. So I can use this. This is from Nomad Cosmetics, I'm sorry. Nomad Cosmetics Paradise Islands palette. So this is, I don't usually do, I am keeping all my Nomad palettes because I collect Nomad. I don't usually do a lot of pastel looks, but I also use this in a makeup club live stream that we did, and I made a blue look with it, which was really, really pretty. So I do like this palette a lot. Then I use this. This is the Pat McGrath Luminous Legends palette. I never know which end to open it up on. This is a very nice palette to use. You can make a work appropriate look. You can make an evening look. You can make a party look with this. This is very versatile. This unfortunately isn't available anymore, I don't think, but it's very nice palette. I liked using this palette a lot. Then one of my favorite ColourPop palettes that I like to use for a very soft, springy look is the Petals on Point palette. I like that it has this dark shade. It doesn't really have any mid-tone shades really, but I do like the soft look. Again, I love this. Love this for the inner corner. Love this. I really, really like this. This is one of my favorite light colored palettes. And then we have the Mandalorian. I like this a little bit better because I love this duochrome shade right here. We're getting more into palettes that I really like. So, and I like this deeper, grungier. I like the grungy colors in this one. Let me get some more palettes. Okay, this one I don't think I had ever used before, or I hadn't used it. I had used shades out of it, but I don't think I had ever made a look before with it. This one was really beautiful and really nice to use, and yeah, it made just a really pretty look. Again, I kind of made a little sunset look with it, and it just came out really, really beautiful. I was really impressed. I can tell why this was a really popular palette back in its day. So I was really impressed with that. Another one of my favorite Nomad palettes is the Fête de Provence palette. It can look like that. What? Can I even speak English? It looks like this. I think I made a blue, purple, and yellow look with it. For work, it came out looking really, really nice. The pigmentation on some of these colors, it's kind of losing its pigmentation a little bit, but it still looked really, really pretty. It's got 2 rows of mattes and 1 row of shimmers. It's a really pretty palette. I don't think they sell this one anymore, but it's a really nice palette. Okay, I used another, I'm having trouble with English today. I used another REM palette, and this one is the Smitten Kitten palette. This one I liked a lot better. I still like the color story of the other one a lot, but this one just turned out so much better. I love this red wine color shimmer right there. It looks so good right here on the eyelid. It is so pretty. This one turned out really, really nice. And then I bought one of the Victoria Beckham eye wardrobes. I wore this one on St. Patrick's Day. This one is in the shade Olive. This is pure luxury. It feels nice and heavy. You could just pop this in your purse. It feels, like I said, feels heavy, feels like a brick, I swear. And I just love that green color. And you've got a satin color there, and you've got a shimmer color here. You've got like your transitional color here, and you've got your dark color for the outer view here. But it just has like everything you need right in this little pocket palette right here. So this one is just, I gotta put it on my desk over here. It's just so beautiful. Okay, then I have 3 Mothership palettes, and I think these are in order that I like them. I think this is the 3rd palette. I think this is the 3rd. Let me know if I got it wrong. It does not say anywhere on the back. It just says it's a Mothership palette. And I just like the color story the least in it. I don't really care for this gold shade. This shade is probably my favorite one right here. It only has 2 mattes in it. I guess you could, that one's more of a satin. You could kind of count it as a matte, but it only really has two mattes in it. That's the reason why I like that one the least. And then I have the Mothership one, I think is my next favorite. I love that blue. I didn't use that blue though, but I think this is number 1, is my next favorite. This has 3 mattes in it, so I'm one of those people that likes Pat McGrath mattes. So I like the matte. I love this beige shade right here, the special shade right here. Love that one right there. And again, they have the gold in it. I'm really not a big fan of the gold, but really like this one. And then my favorite that I tried was number 2 with that green shade in it right there. And this one only has 2 mattes too, although you could probably use that one as a matte as well. But I just like the color story of this one the most. I got these 3 in a bundle deal, and then with 30% off, I paid like $50 for each one of these during a Pat McGrath sale, and those were the ones I used. Those were really nice quality. And I just got the 12th Mothership, and that one is really good quality too. Okay, we are coming up on the very good ones. This is the Huda Beauty Creamy Obsessions palette. This is in neutral brown. This one is really good. These are like cream to powder formula. This is a really nice formula. It's got mostly mattes in it, just a couple of shimmers, but I'm really trying to keep my fingers out of this. This one I really like, but there is one Huda palette in here that is like number 2 or number 1 that I really enjoy better than this. But this one you can't beat. This one is a really good one. It blends beautifully. And this one would be higher. This is the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette. If it was a little bit more wearable. I bought this. This was my first Cosmic Brushes palette. And when I first used it, I wasn't that impressed with it, but I kept working with it. And it just became more and more usable and more blendable and more wearable. I don't know if it was because my skill set got better or what, or I used better brushes or something like that, but I really came to love this palette, and it would be placed higher if it was just a little bit more wearable. I think I made a green look with this one for like St. Patrick's Day. I think I did it like on a Saturday for an Instagram look. I think that's what I did. But the shimmers in here, the Cosmic Brushes, they have a very good price point for for their quality. The quality is superior, very superior to a lot of indie brands, and their price, I'm like, wow, you could be charging so much more, but you're not. The only thing is, it is from the UK, so you do pay a little bit more for shipping. And the shifts on some of their, I really want to, but I just can't. Some of their, like this one, some of their color stories are a little bit off kilter. I don't know if that's the word I really want to use, but a little bit challenging. But once you find a color, once you find out what you want to do, and the colors really do work together well. They really do. So I really recommend the Cosmic Brushes formula. Okay, actually I had two Huda Beauties in here. This one is the Love Fest Obsessions, and I really love oranges and browns together, and this one looks fabulous together. I always heard that her 9-pan palettes weren't as good as her big palettes, but I'm here to tell you, her 9-pan palettes really are good. I don't think they're made in Italy like her big pan palettes were, but let's see, where were these made? These were made in China. But they're still really good quality. And if you like this color story, these shimmers, oh my gosh, bright, really, and all these ones in the top 10 have great longevity. I wear my eyeshadow for up to like 12 hours a day, especially when I'm filming videos like this. Okay, and at this spot, I don't know what number we're at, but maybe while I'm editing, I'll be putting in the numbers. But at this spot, we have the Nomad Fairy Tale Europe, and this is what she looks like. And what they did here was they put all the mattes, made all the mattes neutral, and then all the shimmers colorful, and I thought that was just an excellent idea. And some of the, especially the Snow White color here, is like a multi-chrome, or maybe it's a dual chrome, I'm not really sure, but it has a shift in it, and it is just absolutely beautiful. If you've seen people do looks with this, you will know how beautiful it is. It has the purples, it has the pinks. I would say I even like these gold colors in here too. I would try out those gold colors. Well, I don't know. I've tried this green color. This green color is absolutely amazing. And what else did I use? I used this green with this, and I think I used one of the purples. Because I did 2 looks with this, and it was absolutely stunning. Okay, in the next spot, I have from Singe Beauty, which is a company owned by Angelica Nyqvist, and this is her breakthrough palette, and it is very beautiful. It has some shifty shades in it too that are absolutely beautiful. I love these browns with these yellows. Love this color story. This color story is my kind of color story. I feel like if I had made a palette, it would have looked very similar to this one. So this is right up my alley, and it's very blendable, that word, blendable, very creamy, not creamy, that's not creamy, but it's very buttery, very, is that the same as creamy? I don't know. Very nice, very blendable, very pigmented, very, I don't know. You know when you touch a shade and it feels very soft? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not creamy, but it's very soft. Very soft, very shifty colors. Very beautiful shifts on the colors. I absolutely rave about this palette. Okay, we are at the top 4. At the number 4 spot, I have the Nutty by Nature. This is from Inslee Rain. This is another small palette with just 6 pans in it. It makes a really cute. It could be a springtime look, I guess. You could make a little springtime look with this. Although it looks more like a fall palette, but we've got a nice shimmer here and a nice duochrome here, but this just makes a really beautiful look. I rate this one higher because their multi-chromes are out of this world beautiful. You would know if you know about Inslee Rain. Okay, this, I get lots of compliments when I wear my Harvest of Souls palette, when I make looks with this palette. This palette, if you get anything from Fantasy Cosmetica, think about getting from this palette. This shade right here is otherworldly. This shade right here called Souls, it has got the most otherworldly shift in it. I did a look, I think, for Instagram. I think it got the most likes I've gotten on a post in a long time. And I got compliments on the look as well. But if you like colorful palette out there looks, this is, you can see I got a big dip in that as well. And I love that color as well. I think I used these colors here. It was an Instagram look for sure. This probably isn't going to be your everyday palette, but if you want to make something and you want to stand out, you want to make a look that gets looks, get that palette. Okay, for number 2, I've got the Pretty Grunge palette. This is the palette that is made in Italy. Yes, it is made in Italy. This is from Huda Beauty. This palette, I was gonna say, you can make, well, I was talking about this palette the other day. You can make a light, everyday, workable look. I made, for this time, last time I used this palette, I made a very dark look with it. And then this last time I used it, I made just a going out for the afternoon look with it. So this is a very versatile palette. If you just need one palette, and it needs to be neutral, a neutral palette, it needs to be kind of cool toned. Oh, I was talking about the Icy Nude palette. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about that in my recommendations. That's a good palette too. This palette, I did the same thing with. I used it to go out. When I went out, I just used it for an afternoon going out with the girls look. The Icy Nude was the same thing. I made a very dark look with it, and then I made an afternoon look with it. Same thing. I could use that, I could use this. Both kind of cool tone. This one's kind of cool tone too. More neutral, cool, but still the same thing. I would say get either one, either or. If this one's still available, I'm not sure if this one's still available or not. I don't think it's available at Sephora. It might still be available on the Huda Beauty site. So, I don't know. Or you could find it on the resale market. Okay, and at number 1, there should be no surprise. I put this in my recommendations list for Sephora. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. If you're looking for something springy and warm toned with lots of shimmer textures, this will be the palette for you. And it has lights, it has mid-tones, it has dark colors, it has nice shimmy shiny colors, it has dark shimmers, it has the nice inner corner shimmers. I am not going to be touching this palette to make BYOP palettes. I'm not going to be touching this palette at all. This is going to remain as is. Okay, all right, okay. I'm going to, let's see. We're at 32 minutes. I'm going to see if I can cut this down in editing. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it with your friends if you think they would enjoy it. And yeah, have a great day. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, morning, evening, whatever have you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, goodbye.